What is up, Jabroni? JJ back here with the crew, talking a little PGA a day early. Yes, I know, cue the tiny violins. Kurt decides to leave at the start of the video. Tough scene. I do like the little backdrop he's got, though, and let's just like that, he's back. Look, you see, Kurt, you could take some advice from Snyder. That's how you wear a polo, okay? You unbutton a few buttons. You got a little chest show, you know, and obviously, clearly, Snyder's clean shaven, right? So no Teen Wolf look going on there. Kurt's suffocating the neck. Then you got Mangone sporting the European look today. All you need is that little thin headband to just let the locks flow over that. Love the looks from all of us today. Good job on that end. Mangone, you just look like you got a lot to say. Anything you want to get off your chest?
Yeah, I'm just locked in. You know what I mean? You're gonna get the simple takes from me today. We're doing it a day early, which is a little bit tougher, I will say, with all this sports going on. But I feel pretty locked in on this PGA event. It should be a fun one. There's $1 million up top in DFS. There's some good bets that we can make. I mean, I love when we get these loaded fields because that means there's a nice little juicy range of golfers that are just underpriced, in my opinion. So I'm excited to break it down with you guys. Excited to talk about it. And I want to look my best for when Snyder talks about the course preview.
Yes. Could you imagine last week it was almost skipped? What a tough scene by me. Kurt, how'd you do last week? Anything you're looking forward to, at least at the jump with the PGA ship?
Oh man, the last week the player pool was so close. I nailed so many cheap guys. Up top was good. I messed up the mid tier. I messed it up bad. Too much Tom Kim, too much Tom Hoagie. They just didn't do enough. But had a great Friday showdown that paid for a lot of stuff. So definitely some positives. Overall, I enjoyed the Byron Nelson. Honestly, I like tough courses. I like easy courses. I like balance in the PGA. I like having many different type of events scoring wise. And I'm ready to get to it. I like that we're got the live guys back, having some fun. They're to play with. Always fun to play with the little live guys. You know what I'm saying? Just play with them a little bit. Let's get to it.
Little live tease. What's up, Joey? Yes, Mangone is looking like a snack. And I didn't say Mangone to wear a hat. I said one of those thin European headbands. Unless maybe I missed somebody else saying a hat, but I think the thin European headband. Let the locks flow right over the headband, Mangone. I think that's the boss ass look. You look like you're from like France. Snyder with the thorn hat. We'll walk us through it. How'd you do last week, and what are you looking forward to this week? And then we'll get into my favorite part of the week.
Yeah, it was a good week for me last week. I had a lot of the guys up top, which is usually good. Ended up with a profitable week. Wasn't nothing huge or anything, but it was nice to get a little momentum heading into this major here. We've got a ton of great contests this week. Some very juicy lobbies here this week, so I can't wait to dive in here. Looks like this is going to be an interesting test of golf here, so I can't wait.
Very good. And Otto's correct. Get the lotion ready. This is, I mean, obviously your soldiers might be, second or third best part of the week, but the Snyder course breakdown. Walk us through this, where they're playing the ship at and what the course is like.
Yeah, we're here for the second major here, the PGA Championship. It's going to be played here at Oak Hill up near your area there, JJ, up in New York area. This is truly a big boy track here, measuring 7,400 yards. It's going to play as a par 70 here. 156 golfers are going to be teeing it up this week with a very long, demanding track here. The top 70 and ties are going to make the cut here. In 2019, Andrew Green restored this course, removing hundreds of trees. And the greens were resurfaced here with pure bent grass. All the shapes and contours were restored as well here. These greens are going to play quite smaller than average here at only 4,500 square feet. I expect these greens to be playing super firm and fast. I think they're going to roll around 12 or 13 on the step meter this weekend as well. 78 bunkers are going to be spread out throughout the property here with some of the deepest, toughest hazards I've seen in a while here. So these bunkers are going to be truly a challenge, both fairway and greenside bunkers here. So that's going to be something to look at. Even the greenside ones, if you get in a bad lie here, I think it's going to be they're going to have a lot of trouble gaining spin out of these bunkers. So definitely something to look out for. In the rough here, it looks to be very long here as well. I've seen some of the practice rounds and stuff. Some of these golfers are really struggling to advance the ball at times, it seems. They've got a mixture of fescue, blue, and rye grasses here to make this rough out about 3 to 4 inches in length here. What I'll be looking for in my golfers this week is major experience in both PGA and U.S. Opens, strokes gained off the tee with an emphasis on distance, bogey avoidance, long iron play, and then scrambling with an emphasis on sand saves there. And then the weather is something we need to track leading up to lock, as well as we're going to see some colder weather here. We're going to see some possible wind advantages as well. It looks like Friday, Saturday are going to be the two windier days. Might be a little warmer Friday morning than it is Thursday morning, but that's definitely something to keep an eye on as we approach lock on Thursday morning. Oh, come on, Dunkel.
It wouldn't be a show without me talking on mute. I haven't done it in like a month, but it's been a long time coming. Some would say I was due. Snyder, what I was trying to ask when I was muted. Where do you see the scoring ending, like roundabout in this tournament? It's going to be a tough course to birdie. You're going to see this in like the low numbers. You're going to see people going to put up some big numbers here.
Yeah, I definitely think the winning score here is going to be under 10 under par. It's going to be single digits here. I look for the winning score to actually be somewhere -5 to -8 under here. I think this is going to be a very challenging test of golf, both with the weather and with how difficult this course is playing and how long it is.
Love it, Mangone. This show will start with you, mainly because of the new hairstyle. DFS. Who do you like at the top? Who do you like at the middle? And I know in you traditional fashion, you're probably going to name 20 golfers, but who we going with at the top and who we going with at the bottom?
Yeah, we'll see how many golfers I end up naming here, but we're going to kick it off with kind of just laying it down to let you guys know what we're kind of doing here. So I want guys that are like playing really good golf, like all around, like aren't bleeding strokes anywhere, right? Like that's kind of the guys that I've been trying to target. Of course, it's easier said than done, but looking at some of the statistics, one of the guys at the top I'm definitely going to be keying in on is Xander Schauffele, right? Xander has been absolutely incredible. He's definitely going to be one of a more chalkier pick this week, but he is definitely going to be a golfer that I have a lot of interest in. It's just hard to argue with. I can pull up the numbers for you because, again, he's been incredible. Last 24 rounds. Tee to green is 7, ball striking 15th, putting 21st. And we know he's not the greatest putter. Actually, sorry, 27th. Then it's 52nd for off the tee. Approach is 6th, 39th for around the green, putting 25th. I mean, overall, this man has been absolutely on fire. So it is really hard for me to argue with what he is doing right now. So I'm very high on Xander Schauffele. I'm definitely going to go to him. And speaking of guys that are a little bit cheaper and guys that play pretty good when it's a low-scoring event, I'm going to Mr. Flushwood, as Snyder likes to call him, Tommy Fleetwood. He has some pretty good numbers as of late. He is 8K. Again, at these majors, we got some cheap prices on guys. So I know 8K is not in the 7K range, but it's a loose pricing kind of week. So that's why I felt like it was okay to dive into this range. But he has also not been bleeding strokes basically anywhere. He's one of those golfers that's really good at hard courses. I know it's like just kind of a lame thing to say, but it's just the truth. Some of these guys, when the conditions get tough, they just rise to the top. And Tommy Fleetwood is one of those guys. He's also someone we're not going to be betting outright on, right? He's not someone that chips all these tournaments left and right, but DFS-wise at 8K, he can certainly pay off that value.
Love it. I haven't heard Fleetwood's name in a while on this show, so yeah, consider me a fan. Kurt, on your end, DFS, who do you like at the top? Who do you like at the bottom?
Yeah, I was with Mangone on Xander, so I'll go with his butt buddy, Patrick Cantlay, another guy all around game. I don't want to give out Scotty, so I'll go with Mr. Patrick Cantlay right there below 10K for the exact same reasons. He's just a well-rounded golfer, and he likes to bent grass too. So don't sleep on Mr. Patrick Cantlay today. He's going to be chalky. I don't think he's coming in as chalky as Xander, but he's definitely up there. So that'll be my play up top. Down low, it's going to be Mr. Killer Keith Mitchell for the off the tee reasons. Guy's accurate off the tee, plays pretty solid for his price range. He plays pretty well at these tough tracks. So Mr. Keith Mitchell.
I'm gonna make my assumptions on what this name means. Ass play. I don't know if that means an ass play, like you didn't like the pick, or like you're just into ass play. I mean, like we're all into our own things, right? I
really want to know what he meant by that. So if you could be.
Yeah, so go F yourselves, which I presume is what your thing is short for. just feel free to just hone in on what that means.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
I mean, I think all of us in our own way are into ass play, so maybe he's just randomly dropping that in. Who knows?
More than others.
Who knows? We've all played around in the exit door, right, Mangone? All right, so Snyder, on your end, who do you like for DFS?
Yeah, I think you could. There's no going wrong for many of those guys up top. I think like Rom, Scotty, Xander, Cantlay, and Finau are all going to come in that 20 to 25% range. And if you're looking for like a cash build, you can go in that route. But I'm going to go with a guy a little lower owned here, coming off of a 61 in his last round at the Live event last Sunday to get into a playoff there. Cameron Smith is going to be, I think, 5 to 8% ownership. Good price tag with him, 9,300. I think he's definitely got win equity. As long as he can get it kind of figured out off the tee, he's definitely got the distance, but he struggles with his accuracy. But if he can get something rolling here, I don't worry about him playing in tougher conditions, longer courses, tough weather. So I like Cameron Smith for a low-owned tournament play up top. And then going down low, I'm going to go with another guy I think is going to be sub 5% owned. I think he'll probably be like 1 to 3% owned down here. It's Mean Dean Burmeister, who's been playing very good over on the Live Tour as well. Three of his last 4 events have been top 10 on the Live Tour. The dude can bomb it off the tee. He's averaging like right around 315 off the tee. So I think Mean Dean is a guy I like for tournaments as a cheap punt play down low at 6,900.
I love like consistently how Snyder will mention these names as if they're like household names. Like, yeah, Mean Dean Burmeister. Never heard of this dude. So Snyder gets the award for the golfer that no one's ever heard of. But no, I always like the long shot call, so appreciate that. Snyder, we'll stick with you for an outright. Who do you think wins this tournament, or who has most value to win this tournament based on the current market?
Yeah, the guy that I love a lot, I took him earlier. He's been getting a lot of action in the Vegas and betting markets. Is none other than the major killer himself, Big Dick Brooks Koepka is my pick to win this event. He should have won the last major. He's got 2 PGA Championships, 2 U.S. Opens. He loves playing at these big boy tracks. He's going to show up like he used to back in the day when he won 4 straight when you're talking PGA U.S. Opens together. He's like, 90% of the field's dead on arrival. He's like, I'm only competing with 10 to 12 guys, which I think he will be competing with those guys here. And I like how Brooks got that swagger back. He's back to playing major type golf. He's been crushing it on the Live. And then I think he's going to avenge that second place that he had at the Masters here this week. So I really like Brooks Koepka in all formats, betting and DFS. And I think he's going to be a little lower owned in DFS as well. I'm seeing him, maybe 10 to 13% owned even.
Brooks Koepka, a.k.a. Brooks Koepkia, right? 20 to 1, not too shabby. Jason, veteran on this show. Appreciate you for popping in. And looks like he's I don't know if with the baby fever, Brooks gonna be a dad.
Yeah, he's gonna be a kid. He's got a kid coming. I think it's a boy. Even they just had a reveal. I think last weekend.
Brooks Koepka's son. See, Jason coming in with the fire. Kurt, on your end, who do you think wins this tournament?
Tony Finau, 22 to 1.
Oh my God!
And here's why: he's got the win off his back. And how about that last win when he went toe to toe with John Rahm? Dunk, would that not do it for you? Going toe to toe with John Rahm.
Fair. It's not the same Tony Finau I've been accustomed to over the last 2 years. So fair.
It is Tony at a major though. We haven't seen Tony close that door at the major yet.
That's why I'm picking it.
This isn't the Mexico Open.
Yeah, that's why I'm fucking picking it.
Get Snyder from the top rope.
Fuck. Like, hey guys, the only people who win majors are the same guys that win it every year. No one else is allowed to win. No one else is allowed to win a major. That's the rules, guys. Anyone doing outright picks? Don't bet anyone's never won a major. Okay? Can't lay Xander. They're all dead.
I think the trolling from me, Kurt, is more because we used to troll Finau. Like Uncle T, we used to rip him apart whenever he was picking Tony Finau. But you're right. He did overcome the elephant on his shoulder.
Just ignore it. But like I said, let's just ignore that it was the Mexico Open, okay? Just ignore that and just because that's you gotta like put the blinders on. Be like, well, he went toe to toe with Rahm and he won on Sunday. Don't mention that it was at Mexico. You
Well,
know?
I mean, you are right though. He has one, and he's won even another one since even last
He's
year
got
as well. So
He's got a few wins.
kudos.
Has he raised any trophies, or he just put on green sombreros for winning the Mexico Open?
He did something for the 3M.
Okay, he had an actual trophy.
He got put in Mario Kart in one of them.
Okay.
In Detroit or some shit.
I just didn't know. I was just curious. I think this one's called the Wanamaker Trophy or something. So hopefully he'll lift it.
It's gonna look great next to that sombrero for sure.
Mangone, before we go to you for your outright, maybe you're the NBA streets guy. Who's LeBron guarding tonight?
Oh, who's he? He's probably guarding. I guess probably Gordon. I would assume. I don't think they'd put him on PGA. I think they want those shorter guys to do the closeouts, but I wouldn't care much about that. I would say when it comes to at least like DFS stuff. I did post a single game parlay on the in the NBA chat, so if you want to check that out, it's there. And then I do have my player prop for tonight. It's an under on Austin Reeves 14.5 points. So if you want to tail that,
you've been just smashing those. Like
it's been good. I mean, we're gonna keep crushing it. It's funny. Rubio and I were talking about props the other day, and I said, "Here's the list of ones I'm picking between," and it was 7 of them, and I swept the board and didn't freaking bet a single game parlay like an idiot. So
I love that happens.
Yeah, it was brutal. So I made sure to do it today. So of the board that I found that I liked, I threw it in there, and we're gonna do that the rest of the playoffs. Because
you can't round robin those, can you? You can't. It's not allowed, right?
I don't know. I do them on FanDuel and not DraftKings. So
I don't know how to do robin.
You can try on DraftKings if you want, Kurt, but like they let me bet $7 when it comes to those. Or sometimes it's like $8. So I'm good. It's not worth the time.
And of course, Jason, we got you. You're you're an OG here. Now, if more people would comment as much as Jason did, you'd all be OGs. But instead, go F yourself. Just posts, ass play, and then that's it. And then randomly Pope rising.
I don't know. I love this guy. He's my favorite already.
I kind of fuck with this person. I want to say dude, but who knows at this point? But I want to say I fuck with this person.
It might be a bot. I like him.
Mangone, you're outright.
Yeah, speaking of ass play, I got a man that's got an ass that I'm picking on this one. It's Victor Hovland. The man definitely got that, but he's gonna get the job done. He's also named, as we call him, Big Dick Vic, right? I'm pretty pot committed on just betting Vic in these big events going forward. This line just feels ridiculous. 35-1 on him. Like when all these other golfers in like the 18-1 and 21, I just don't totally understand it. Like I think he's such a good bet here. I just love his upside. Long off the tee, right? He's, I think, 3rd off the tee last 24 rounds, I believe. He's the type of golfer I want. And also, if his approach play is on, which, hey, if he's going to win a major, he needs to have his irons be hot. Then they're going to be close to the pin, and I won't have to worry about this putting in the around the green that he sometimes struggles with. So, yeah, I'm in on Victor Hovland. I'm shooting for the ceiling performance, so I'm shooting for an outright. So 35-1 on the DraftKings Sportsbook. Give me Vic Hovland.
I give you credit. You do consistently fire on him, and I like him just for his upside. It just feels like when he's on, like he's either going to win or just not even make the cut. So I do like
the win's coming this year, right? Like Snyder, would you agree the win's coming this year? So at some point,
maybe, I don't know. I don't really have much conviction on Hovland. I don't usually play him.
I'll tell you what, when he's running well, and you guys, of course, can correct me if I'm wrong, it feels like when he's running well, there's like very few people in golf that hit as many like 15+ foot putters or putts than Hovland. Like when he's running hot, it just feels like he just buries 15, 18, 21 footers. Like, so maybe it's really about his putting because maybe he's not as great with the irons or whatnot. But it just feels like the few times I see him on the top of the leaderboard, you look at his like birdies, they're always like 18 feet for birdie, 21 feet for birdie, 24 feet for birdie. When he's seeing the greens well, it seems like he's always, so maybe to the point, at least my point in general, you think he's going to see the greens well here, Mangone? I guess.
Yeah. I mean, he's one, I think off the tee is super important here and being long to set yourself up for that second shot, right? And if there's anyone that's like, I think of like the great iron players and like, it's like Morikawa's in there. Obviously, Victor Hovland's one of those guys. Like if you're talking about guys that just have incredible iron play, he's one of them. And being able to be long off the tee and the irons is just huge, obviously. So
fair. And who do you like as a long shot?
Okay, so Dunkel, this is what I'm doing. You're gonna hate this, but I'm not giving you a long shot. There's only good golfers that can win this event. Like you're not going to see one of these long shots go out there. I will say if you really want to get crazy, and I'll get ripped for this, like I'm shooting for the long angle. So you can take Bryson if you want it, like 1,000,000 to 1 or whatever he is, but that's not what I'm going to do here. I'm going to give you Sung J M. Sung J M has been dialed in. I mean, the dude just went overseas at some lame event, but that's okay because if we look at the last couple of events, I'm looking for guys that are in amazing form, don't have any holes in their game. And Sung J M doesn't have a ton of holes. He's long off the tee. He's, I think, 5th in off the tee in the last 24 rounds. And look at him. Wells Fargo Championship, T8. RBC Heritage, T7. Masters, T16. Players Championship, T6. He'll be in the mix. He'll be in the conversation come Sunday, or at least Saturday, right? When we're looking for moving day, we're going to have our eyes on Sung J M. He'll be up there, and he'll be making a charge.
I respect Mangone for this pick because, there's a show rubric, if you will. But Mangone looks at the rubric and says, you know what? There's a golfer that's not going to win outside of 50 to 1, so why would I give you that? So he gives another golfer with some decent value, is right, 35 to 1. You adjust to your projections and who you think is going to win, and I respect that. Kurt, on your end, you have a long shot that you like for this tournament?
I'm going someone who's won a major before. I'm going someone that plays on live. Patrick Reed, 9 to 1. Good around the green, good at tough tracks. Big old fat boy, Patrick Reed, 9 to 1. And he's going to cheat our way there, baby. Cheat.
Snyder, how about you? Got a long shot that you like, or kind of similar to Mangone?
Yeah, I think there's a guy I got at 90 to 1. He's a past major champion as well. He's coming off of back-to-back top 10s in the 7K range. 90 to 1. I like some Adam Scott here this week. He's ranking inside the top 20 in my model as well. He's actually hitting the ball far off the tee right now. Over the last 50 rounds, he's averaging 309 yards off the tee. Great with the sand saves, good bogey avoidance. So I like some Adam Scott at 90 to 1 as a long shot to win this event.
Cool. How about the T20 board? Anything that really stick out to you as far as a golfer to T20 in regards to odds?
Yeah, I'm going to roll with the same guy Kurt had there. I like Patrick Reed to top 20 here. He's a guy that's we saw at the Masters there at Augusta. He's one of those guys I was talking up at Augusta. When we get these kind of narratives and the dramas in play, I definitely like to back Patrick Reed. And he's got one of the best around the green plays, around the green games as well. He's really good at scrambling. So I like Patrick Reed to finish top 20 at plus 360.
360. Is that FanDuel? Sorry, 360?
It was odds maker. I'm not sure where it was from.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Kurt, on your end, T20, who do you like?
We're going Mr. Taylor Moore. Been playing well lately. He won the Valspar, which is a tough track. It is 4 to 1 for him to top 20. Taylor Moore.
Cool. And turn around and you'll notice a long shot as it relates to this show. I mean, maybe you've watched or haven't watched, but we define long shots on this show as 50 to 1 or greater. So that's our definition of a long shot. Mangone, on your end, T20, who do you like?
Yeah, T20. I'm going to go back to Sung J M. I went through and rattled it off right before, right? I mean, the dude is dialed. Like, the dude is seriously so locked in right now. I don't see him really missing a beat. I don't see him missing a beat probably for most of the summer. I mean, we talked about this guy when he first broke into golf as being a really incredible golfer that could be one of the best, right? And yeah, he's priced in DFS like 9K range, but he could be like living in that 10K range by like the start of next year and be that guy. So at plus 130, I know it's not huge odds or anything like that, but I just feel like it's such a safe bet. I'm in on it. Plus 130, Sung J M. Fair enough.
Mangone, I'll stick with you for matchups. Are you looking to stick with this whole Sunjay narrative where it's like, hey, we'll just target any matchups you see that are relative, as far as opponents go?
No, I'm not going there, but I am taking a shot on I'll give you two. I saw two that I felt like were really good values on the board. I know one Snyder's going to sign off on. I don't think Kurt's going to sign off on the other one, but we'll have to see. Let's start with Kurt. Let's disappoint Kurt. You just talked up Taylor Moore, but I'm gonna take Mito Pereira at minus 110 over Taylor Moore. It's tough. I hate betting against Taylor Moore, but I am a Mito guy. I think Mito could lock himself in this event and be pretty good. The next one, I think Snyder's gonna love this one. We get Brooks Koepka over Rory McIlroy at plus 105. Like, what are we doing here? That line just seems egregious. I am not a big Rory guy. I've definitely been pretty vocal about that. You won't see me talk him up that much on these shows. And Brooks, I was considering making him one of my options of like an outright. Like I think he shows up at these big boy events. He's proved it. And I think at plus money, being able to grab Brooks against almost any golfer seems crazy, especially a guy like Rory McIlroy. I don't have to take him against Rahm or Scheffler. Sign me up. I think this is a perfect spot for Brooks Koepka.
Cool. Kurt, on your end, obviously, any thoughts on the Taylor Moore matchup from Travis to kind of stick it up your ass, or well, so maybe you'll do the exact opposite matchup.
They can both top 20. So how about that? I would love to see Mito have a top 20. And I think Taylor Moore's going to top 20 for us too. So both of them can, baby.
Well, we're talking matchups, Kurt. We're talking heads up.
Well, I bet Taylor Moore top 20, so I ain't got to worry about all that.
You don't have to worry about it.
I got 4-1. I don't need that minus 110 bullshit. I don't play safe. Anyways, I'm going to go like some cheapies, a little cheapy, dusty, man, shitter matchup. We call this the toilet bowl. Brendan Steele over JJ Spawn. Brendan Steele, long irons. Pretty solid at the live event last week. Brendan Steele over JJ Spawn. I don't think this one will even be close.
Spawn.
It's plus money, too. We're getting plus money on that.
Spawn.
That's what I love about it.
A-U-N. Okay, JJ.
Oh, sorry, JJ. I hate to pick against your fellow JJ.
No, it's fine. JJs are actually fucking terrible. Snyder, on your end, matchup. What do you like?
Yeah, I'm going to go right back to my guy, BDB here, Brooks Koepka here, plus 130 versus Tony Finau. I like Finau some this week, but I just like Brooks. I want to target him any spot I can in this major, in all majors going forward. I think he's back to playing on that elite level. I just like him over getting plus 130 against Finau. I think Brooks is slightly better than Finau here, but Finau has been much better with the driver the last two events. But I just like the plus money here with Brooks here, plus 130.
Good stuff. And so that kind of wraps things up so we can go to final notes. I'm going to be honest, like as far as who I think did the best on this show, Kurt brought the fire today. Didn't even get rattled when Mangone came at him. Like Kurt said, hey, look, we could both win. Mangone can win his matchup. I can win my T20. Just keeping the show, non-argumentative, if you will. So yes, MVP. Final notes. Start with you.
I'm just excited to get it going. I kind of like the Tuesday slot for us, low key. Feels nice. Yeah. I feel like we got like an extra day of the week going. So extra time to dial in some more winners with the boys. I like it. Good luck, everyone. Yeah, we can we could see about moving. I do like the Wednesday just because it's a good offset because usually we have a big Tuesday show for golf usually, and then we have the members one on Wednesday. But we could figure it out. But either way, appreciate the feedback. Mangone, on your end, final notes when we get in the European headband to kind of finish out the look.
We'll have to see. Maybe I'll purchase one tonight, but. Check out all the stuff we got here at Run Pure. Don't forget our guy Uncle T. He'll be on the Wednesday Premium Golf Show. So if you want to check that out, be sure to go over there because we got people doing a ton of work over here at Run Pure Sports because we believe in grinding and working really hard. Snyder is going to be on the free show coming up pretty shortly. He's got a buddy coming on that's pretty sharp. So be sure to check that out. There'll be great content there. That's free on the YouTube channel. So don't miss out on that. I mean, Snyder's dialed in doing this show. He's got the Firethorn hat with the matching correlation. I mean, with the shirt. Snyder's dialed in. I think he might be winning. He might be winning $1 million this week. It might be Snyder's time.
Snyder is definitely dialed in. I think that's the first time he smiled all show long. So he's definitely dialed in. He's got the jawline going, the whole look. And tell me how like Snyder's shirt and Kurt's shirt are the same color, but on this video they look like one looks orange and the other looks red. Kurt, your shirt's been in the wash a few times, whereas Snyder's, I don't even know if he's washing that shirt. It's just kind of, it's just kind of still dark red. See what I mean? Snyder, not even a smile. He's just fucking zoned in. Snyder, on your end, final notes. Obviously, talk on the show you got coming up. The Soldiers, all you.
Yeah, we're just going to stay dialed in here. The Soldiers continue to print. We had another one finish inside the top 10 last week. Another one finished T23, I believe. So we're hitting about 70% rate with 9 top 10s with the Soldiers. So we're going to get at least one more inside the top 10. I've got 5 names wrote down for my Soldiers. I really like 2 of them, just kind of weeding out the third one. We're absolutely dialed in here. We're going to have everything up on the site there, playbook, cash chart, core plays, heat maps up, everything, all sports, one price. As the NBA the finals game starts tonight, we're going to have that PGA free show, though. Indy Jeff, Cupmaker Jeff, AP, Locks, and myself are going to be breaking everything down tier by tier. So head on over and join up for that show here in about 30 minutes.
Love it. Good stuff, Snyder. And talk about disrespect. Is Kirk cutting his nails while Snyder's doing his final notes?
No, I'm picking a hangnail. Sorry.
It just sounded like the clipping. It's just like, but yes, folks, as always, thank you for tuning in. Obviously, Jason as well. Always appreciate you being here with the comments. But yes, gamble responsibly, folks. Stay safe. Stay tuned for Snyder's show in a bit to talk more on golf, more specifically on the DFS angle. And look, folks, as always, run pure. We'll be back next week.